What is up, YouTube? It is Money Sausage. Today we're going to be talking about how you can start your own business. I'm going to walk you through every single step you're going to have to take, and if you want to know more information, be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button. That way I will continue to produce this content. And if you want to even deeper dive, make sure you hit that join, or make sure you hit that membership button, because I'm going to be doing a lot more in-depth personal work with the top tier members on the YouTube community page. So make sure you go check that out if you want to. But with that being said, let's get right into today's video. So how do you start a business? Well, first off, you got to have an idea, original idea. Now, yes, you can start a business in anything. Really, you can start a business with those sound panels that I have back there. You can start a business with reselling a computer mouse or iPhones or coffee cups. You can resell anything. You can start a business on the basis of anything. But the reason why it's important for you to choose something that you actually genuinely care about and you can create original content with is because it's going to be a lot easier for you to market. So that means if you're going to start a bedding company, make sure you have an original twist to it. For example, people resell all the time on Amazon. However, they put a unique twist on the items they're drop shipping. For example, if they're reselling plants, they market the plants for pets. So they only sell plants that are meant for pets, and that way people know they're buying a good quality plant. So with that being said, make sure you conceive a good idea for a business. And it can be anything. You could be selling quite literally anything. You can be selling soap, candles, cigars, I don't know, whatever you want to. Whatever you want to sell, you can sell. So make sure you come up with an idea that you can attach that original idea and original content to. That way marketing is easier for yourself. Then, once you get that kind of set out, you got to make sure you pick a good name. Don't make it something that's super obscure. Make it something that's actually, you can connect everything to your business, if that makes sense. So if you're doing window treatments, don't call your business Coffee Cups and More, because that doesn't have anything applying to window treatments. Make sure you name it something like Window Designers, whatever. So make sure that you have an applicable title, but also make it catchy, because the more catchy it is, the more memorable it's going to be. So if you have a company like Xbox, and you're going to be producing a lot more stuff, if you call your technology company, ceramic plates, people aren't going to remember that, oh, you're Xbox. No, they're going to remember you. They're not going to remember you, frankly. So make sure you pick something that's catchy and original, and to make sure that you're not infringing on someone's trademark or already established LLC or DBA. Make sure you Google the name you come up with first. Make sure that there's no names registered underneath that name that you came up with. And if there's no names that come up, there are some also good resources that I will recommend that you go through when you're filing your LLC, that they will go through and make sure that you're not infringing on anything. Now, with that being said, you have your business category, you know what you're going to be selling, you understand, and you have a title of your company. That way, now you can start producing business material, you can start designing a web store, you can start getting all the back-end stuff on the move, you can start pushing that boulder down the hill. But most importantly, you got to make your business legal. And the best way to do that is through registered agent services. And that's how I've set up all of my businesses. I've used registered agents businesses. Now, yes, I do use multiple different registered agent services. And the ones I like to use is Zen Business, because they have a very different they offer very different services in comparison to InkFile. But I also use InkFile because their services, it's more of an upfront fee, and then you manage everything yourself. But Zen Business has a more active, proactive management of your company and allow for you to, they have back-end people that continue to update your information and make sure everything's up to date. And then there's another great one that I like to use, which is Northwest Registered Agents. And they have pretty much the best premier service for registered agents. They will do everything for you, including they'll get your mail, they'll send you copies of the mail that comes into them, they'll get you credit card running services, they'll get you bank accounts, they'll do everything for you. So will ZenBusiness and so will InkFile, but they're known for being the premier, and yes, because they are premier, they're a little bit more expensive. Now, with that being said, all of those three businesses, the ZenBusiness, InkFile, and Northwest Registered Agent, they all will file anything for you. They'll get you your EIN, they'll get you your LLC registration form, your S Corp form, your C Corp form, whatever type of business you're registering as, they will put everything together for you, file it with your state, then they'll also file it for the federal government. Now, yes, you are going to be paying for that, and they'll, in some states, it's required for you to have a registered agent service filing for you and listed under your LLC, your C Corp, and your S Corp. So they will take care of that already for you. They'll get all the filing done. They'll get you all the paperwork. And then ZenBusiness and Northwest Registered Agents, they go above and beyond. They get you a domain name. They make sure you're not infringing on anything. InkFile does the same thing, but it's not as in-depth. You got to, start doing more back-end stuff with you for that. But at the same time, they're pretty much all equivalent, and you can get a lot of the best things out of any of the three. So make sure you go check out those three. I'll have them linked down in the description, and go see what would be best to fit your business. Now, if you're starting a business that's for like legality issues and you're receiving a lot of mail, Northwest Registered Agents would probably be best because they do have that mail service. And then if you're doing anything that's online, InkFile would be great because they have that domain and web page set up. Or if you just want to buy it, forget it, and get everything filed and a website developed, invoice system already in place, all of that stuff, ZenBusiness is probably the one for you. But go do your own research, go click those links down in the description, and go see what would be best for your business. Now, with that being said, you have your business idea, you have your business name, you filed all the legal stuff through ZenBusiness, InkFile, or Northwest Registered Agent. You're not infringing on anyone's trademarks. Now you're ready to go. And the reason why I said earlier, make sure you have the back-end stuff ready to roll, is once you get all the legal stuff back, so the LLC formation and the EIN, it's time for you to get going. And the way you get going is you file for your tax exempt form, or you file for your resale permit. And with that being said, you keep on going down, and with the registered agent services, they usually offer those filings for you for a little bit extra fee, and they'll take care of it for you. Now, once you get all that set up, you're ready to rock and roll. You can now go and publish your website, publish your product, and you can start selling all legally. But most importantly, you got to make sure you have a good software to keep track of everything. I love using Intuit and Intuit's services. I love using QuickBooks, and more particularly because you can link it up if you're using Shopify or if you're using Wix or whatever e-commerce platform you're using. They can link up to it, and they'll track every purchase. They'll track everything, including the resale tax, the sales tax, whatever you have to add to the customer. They'll keep track of all that, and then that way, once it's time for your time to file for taxes, they'll just compile that spreadsheet, file it for you, and it's going to be pretty easy. So starting business isn't that scary. However, being in a recession, it can be pretty daunting. However, if you're willing to set up your business and work through the recession, that means that once you come out of the recession, your business will absolutely soar. So the question may have you that now you're at the end of this video, you learned how to set up a business. It's pretty easy. However, it is kind of daunting. And obviously, since we're now in a recession, it's kind of scary to start a business. But with that being said, if you put all your effort in, you can make it work. Yes, interest rates are a little higher on loans. Yes, it's going to mean that you're going to have to pay back more in the future. But at the same time, that means you're getting a lot of stuff cheaper. So suppliers are just throwing stuff at retail businesses because they're frankly trying to get stuff off the shelf because they're getting hit as well from the recession. So you're getting supply cheaper. Yes, you may have to take out a bigger interest loan, but you're going to be able to get more product on your shelves, meaning once the recession starts to come to an end, you're going to be able to have a stockpile of inventory, and that way you can just start moving stuff out once people start buying. Now, once you get your inventory set up, your business set up, your website set up, the most important thing is advertisements. And some e-commerce platforms such as Shopify and Wix and Square, they all have integration with Google Analytics and Google AdSense. And the way that works, or just Google Ads. And basically all you got to do is just run some Google Ads. Yes, it can be very expensive, but it's a great way to get traffic to your website. But if you don't even want to do that, start an Instagram, start a Twitter, start a TikTok, and start posting your content on there, and just don't pay for advertisement, and just build a following on those platforms. That way advertising is cheap, and it'll start getting you traction to your website. So with that being said, you can pretty much start a business in any time if you're going to be doing it online. Right now, with real estate being so spiked up in a market bubble, it wouldn't be a great time to open up a retail storefront. However, as retail prices start falling and getting real estate is going to be a lot cheaper, I would say, yeah, go ahead and get a retail shop open, but make sure you consult a professional and someone that is actually closer to you to make sure that you're getting everything squared away and legally done. With that being said, make sure you're not skipping any steps. You're going forward with a good plan and you set up your business. That way you can get it going from A to B smoothly and seamlessly. And then launch day will come. You start launching your TikTok, Instagram, and whatnot. You start building in that traffic and you start bringing in revenue. And yes, although in a recession, to be fair, revenue will be lower than in a normal time when we're not in a recession. However, when you are in a recession, take advantage of everything. So you get your LLC, you get your business name, you get your inventory set up, you get your website set up. Now you're ready to launch. You launch, get your TikTok going, get your Instagram going, get your Twitter going, start posting, start building that following, and honestly, even before your launch day, build a following just to get some more hype around your product. And once you get everything back from the government and you have everything ready to go, your resale certificate or your tax exempt form, then go forward and start selling, bring in that revenue, and then start building your business further and further. Now, the best thing I can say when you start building a business is make sure you go slow. Don't try to overstep your shoes, if that makes sense. When you're in a business, you need to realize that you've got to be small. So buy a little bit of inventory, and when you sell out, buy a little bit more inventory. So use the revenue that you're bringing in to buy more inventory. So just keep on reinvesting into your business, and your business will continue to grow. Now, the biggest mistake most business owners make is, oh my goodness, I have a lot of revenue. Let's spend all of this on personal expenses and then just buy the same amount of inventory. And yes, although you will be bringing in revenue, you will run out of line really quickly, meaning it's going to be hard for you to start growing your business. So take it, you can't eat a whale in one bite. You got to slowly eat it one bite at a time. So take small steps, make sure you keep yourself aligned with a goal. So make sure the best way to do that is set milestones for yourself. Say, okay, I want to hit $1,000 in revenue. Okay, once you hit that, you want to have $1,000 of product on the shelf. Now, once you have $1,000 of product on the shelf, now you want to hit $2,000 in revenue. And just slowly step your milestones up, and that way your business can grow naturally. Because artificially growing your business will actually hurt you in the long run. So naturally growing your business, naturally growing your audience will be such a benefit for your business. Now, with that being said, that is everything from A to Z that you need to start a business. Okay, with that being said, that is everything you need to know to get a business started and start bringing in revenue. Now, later down the road, I will be doing more specific business-related videos such as water parks and whatever else may have you. So if you want me to talk about a particular business and how to start that, make sure to leave a comment down below. And if you just want help with your business in particular, make sure you hit that join button and become a member of this channel. And then that way I can individually help you with your business, getting it started and up and running. That is all I have for you today. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and that like button. With that being said, that is all I have for you. It is Money Sausage signing out. See ya!